Now at 5, plans for a Planned Parenthood clinic in Pittsburgh that will provide abortions. Plus details of a Route 66 birthday celebration and
President Biden asserts executive privilege, refusing to turn over audio recordings following a special counsel probe into his handling of classified documents. I'm Skyler Henry in Washington as Congress moves to hold the Attorney General in contempt.
A new health center offering services that include abortion is set to open in Pittsburgh. This is KOAM News at 5. I'm Dow Quick. The announcement comes as abortion services in nearby states are outlawed or restricted. KOAM's Amber Jenkins joins us in the studio now with more.
Planned Parenthood is expanding their services into Southeast Kansas this fall. Comprehensive Health of Planned Parenthood Great Plains announced a new health center in Pittsburgh. The clinic will offer abortion services, STI and HIV testing, and more. In August 2022, 55% of Crawford County voters supported protecting abortion's access. Pittsburgh citizens remain split on the issue and now on the future clinic.
Every child has the right to life. We do believe that parents have rights, but when you just murder a baby.
I hope so. It would be closer to home, wouldn't it?
The center will be the 4th Planned Parenthood clinic in Kansas. Dow?
Amber Jenkins, thanks. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy now for our first look at what's turned out to be a pretty nice day. Doug.
My clip fell off. Hang on.
Once he gets his mic on, we're going to hear from Doug Heddy.
It was on. It just fell off my lapel.
Professional broadcaster.
All right, temperature. I know I'm a rookie. Temperatures mainly sitting into low to mid 70s, upper 70s. Once you get out into our western counties, we do have a lot of cumulus clouds out there and some spotty light little showers. Not a big deal. You can see a couple little showers south of Nevada, a couple little guys out toward Fredonia, and then some more once you get into our far southern counties. These are going to be very isolated as we go through the evening hours. Overall, it looks pretty good. Temperatures will slide back through the 70s into the 60s. Now, we do have some chances for showers sticking around once again as we go into the daytime hours tomorrow. And of course, it's Friday and we're going to look at the weekend, all coming up here in just a bit.
See you soon. Kansas is getting ready to kick off the 100th Route 66 anniversary celebration. Even though the centennial is only in 2026, the festivities are already starting. Tomorrow, Galena will hold an event to reveal one of their 2 new Route 66 signs. The sign's going to be unveiled to be placed on Galena's Main Street and was donated by the state. The other new attraction is a drive-through shield made with the help of the community.
It's a really big deal, and a lot of locals, us that live here all the time, we don't realize the symbolism and the importance of it that other people do.
It brings more attention to an iconic, historic piece of Americana, and it needs to be saved because there's more people that are interested in it, and it does hold so much history that a lot of our young generations don't know about.
Tomorrow's celebration will include live music and food. If you get a text saying you owe money to a road toll collection service, be careful. Southwest Missouri's Regional Better Business Bureau warns it might be a scam. The message includes a link to settle your balance, which appears to be from a state toll service, but actually is not. If you click the link and provide your personal payment information on the website, scammers could now have access to that information and you might have lost some money.
It's not an email, it's a text message. The reports to BBB have all been text messages, which, if you think about it, typically speaking, if you're not registered with Pike Pass, they're not going to have your cell phone number. They're going to have a way to contact you. And when it comes to Pike Pass, they're typically going to send a letter to you or some sort of communication if you're not already in the system.
BBB says you should not click on links or download files that are unexpectedly texted to you. If you receive a text message impersonating a road toll collection service, you can file a report with the BBB scam tracker. House Republicans are butting heads with the Department of Justice over the investigation into President Biden's handling of classified materials. The battle centers around the audio recordings of President Biden's interview with the special counsel who led that investigation. Skylar Henry has details.
The White House announced Thursday President Biden is exerting executive privilege, preventing Attorney General Merrick Garland from giving Congress audio recordings of the president's interview with special counsel Robert Hur.
We're protecting our ability to continue to do high-profile and sensitive investigations, and we will continue to do that.
Hur's investigation into Biden's handling of classified materials has already wrapped up, with the Republican appointee declining to prosecute Biden. And Garland says the DOJ already gave the House committees a transcript of the interview.
We have gone to extraordinary lengths to ensure that the committees get responses to their legitimate requests. But this is not one.
House Republicans say the audio is needed as part of their impeachment inquiry into President Biden. They're trying to hold Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress for not turning over the recordings.
The department has a legal obligation to turn over the requested materials pursuant to the subpoena. Attorney General Garland's willful refusal to comply with our subpoena constitutes contempt of Congress.
Republicans further accuse the DOJ of carrying out political attacks.
The decision to prosecute Donald Trump for mishandling classified documents and the decision not to prosecute Joe Biden for the same offense.
Democrats question their GOP colleagues' motives.
They want the video for Donald Trump's campaign commercials.
The House Judiciary Committee voted along party lines.
Mr. Chairman, there are 18 ayes and 15 noes.
It's to send the contempt charges against Garland to the full House. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
The House Oversight Committee was also scheduled to hold a hearing on contempt charges for Attorney General Garland, but delayed that vote, allowing some of its Republican members to attend former President Trump's trial in New York. Still ahead, wine in decline.
California's wine grapes aren't selling like they used to. I'm Danya Backus with a look at a sobering trend for the wine industry.
And next in Health Watch, helping firefighters protect their mental health. Topping today's Health Watch, a study published in the British Medical Journal found the human papillomavirus vaccination program in England is associated with a substantial reduction in cervical disease across all socioeconomic groups. HPV is one of the most commonly sexually transmitted infections and can cause cancer later in life. U.S. researchers say the HPV vaccine is key to eliminating cervical cancer inequities. During this Mental Health Awareness Month, advocates are putting the spotlight on firefighters who endure a lot of stress but don't always address the resulting mental health issues. Stephanie Stahl shows us how the Philadelphia Fire Department is trying to change that.
We're supposed to be tough.
Philly firefighter Bill Dissinger says 16 years of being on the front lines became overwhelming.
We're supposed to be the ones that are helping everybody else, but then when it comes to help ourselves, we don't even know where to begin.
Most firefighters will admit they know how to save lives and fight flames, but they often struggle with their own mental health.
My drinking had gotten out of control because of the trauma, and my marriage was a mess because on the inside I was dying because I didn't talk about anything.
The International Association of Firefighters says 92% of firefighters say stigma is a barrier to seeking behavioral health treatment.
I was fearful of how I would be perceived by my peers, and I was fearful of my reputation being ruined.
It really bothered me.
Battalion Chief Thomas Kane says the smoke has now lifted on addressing mental health issues in the department.
We do have resources. We do have avenues to get you to those resources.
We developed this umbrella program.
Retired Battalion Chief Michael Yeager is the peer coordinator for Local 22. He was instrumental in developing mental health services for the firefighters.
Our goal through the union is that we don't want anybody in the department to say, I don't have anyone to call.
Peers are available, and so are a variety of counseling programs designed by firefighters for their comrades.
We go through a lot of stuff, and we're not really taught how to deal with our feelings and our emotions when we go through some of these traumatic things. The stigma is changing in our world, that it's okay to ask for help.
Bill says he finally got the therapy he needed and his life back. Stephanie Stahl, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Fire department officials say increased wellness for its members means increased safety for everyone. Your mother probably told you to eat your veggies, and turns out mother knows best. An umbrella review published in the journal PLOS ONE found that overall vegetarian and vegan diets were associated with better cardiovascular health and cancer risk. However, among pregnant women, those who followed plant-based diets faced no difference in risk of gestational diabetes and hypertension compared to those who did not. That is a look at today's health news. A little bit later, the TSA projects how many Americans plan to hit the airports this year.
Plus, we still have some showers in the forecast. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be a pretty nice day for us today. We did have some spotty showers out there, but overall, not too bad across the region. A lot of clouds, which you can see on our Indigo Sky Casino and Resort Tower Cam for you. And we do have some spotty showers, and they are, well, let's call them isolated. There's not much out there. All right, rainfall. Of course, we had a lot of rain last night for the month. We are still about an inch behind, but we're doing pretty good, at least at the Joplin Airport, sitting at 3.14 inches. And the new drought tracker, it comes out on Thursdays. So if we zoom in, look at this. We've gotten so much rain just in Newton County. It's a little dry, but everybody else is out of the drought, which is great news. 71 Neosho, 72 in Grove. We have Pittsburgh sitting at 75, 76. In Neodesha, we have 73 in Stockton. 7th and Rangeline, looking outside, 73. The winds are fairly light. They're going to stay fairly light for us tonight as we slide back through the 70s into the 60s. But again, there are a few isolated showers, especially our southern counties, a few popping up, really just kind of everywhere. So a lot of clouds. These are going to be out for the next few hours and then kind of move out of here. But if we go ahead and zoom in, you can see a couple little showers north of Independence, north of Fredonia, and then we can track off toward the east, Nevada, over towards Stockton, and then a few more showers once you get down into McDonald County and also southern parts of Berry County. Besides that, pretty calm tonight. Here's our next little wave. That's going to give us a few pop-up showers once again for us tomorrow. Very scattered, so not high rain chances because they're going to be very hit and miss. Let's walk through it. We're going to stop tomorrow morning, couple showers, southern counties. Temperatures lower 60s. As we go to the noon hour, temperatures warm into the mid 70s. As we work through the afternoon, you can see the isolated showers popping up. So very similar to what we have right now, just a little bit more numerous. So if you do get rain, it won't last long, but I know there's graduations, a lot going on tomorrow evening, so we'll keep our eyes on it. Then tomorrow night looks pretty good. Any showers out there pretty much gone by 7 or 8, and then by Saturday, sunshine, big warm up as we go into lower 80s during the afternoon on Saturday. Here's your Friday day planner, 62 to start, mid 70s, those hit and miss showers as we go into the afternoon. Weekend looks fantastic, 82 Saturday, 86 on Sunday, so getting hot. Thunderstorms Sunday night into Monday morning, and then some again on Tuesday.
Sunshine and a bit of heat will help to steam off, I guess, some of those soggy lawns and dry things out a little bit.
Get a chance to mow.
Yeah, it's always about when are we going to mow
I know.
next, and it's pretty much whenever you can, I guess. Thanks, Doug. Coming up, why a lot of U.S. wine producers are in the red. Topping today's Consumer Watch, the Transportation Security Administration says it's ready for the busiest summer travel season ever, beginning with the upcoming Memorial Day holiday. Between May 23rd and May 29th, the TSA expects to screen more than 18 million passengers at airport checkpoints nationwide. Next Friday, May 24th, that's forecast to be the busiest day of the long Memorial Day weekend, with 3 million people expected to fly. And the agency says this summer will be even busier. Already this year, the TSA says passenger travel is up 8% 7 of the 10 busiest passenger screening days in TSA history have been in the past 12 months, 2 of them last week. The wine industry might be facing a sobering trend. New numbers show a downturn. Danya Bacchus tells us why.
J.W. Moore Vineyards has been growing grapes for 130 years and distributing them to wineries across Northern California.
It's really neat to try to carry on the family legacy.
But operations manager Garrett Schaefer says that legacy is being threatened, and he's had to tear out 30% of his vineyards.
It's a really tough decision to pull out grapevines.
Growers in this area are facing competition from overseas suppliers, as well as a drop in demand.
A lot of the old timers around here that have been around for generations have never seen it this bad.
A new report shows wine shipments fell almost 9% in 2023. Stores are adjusting inventories as consumers taste change. Wine remains popular with baby boomers, but younger generations are choosing from a wider selection.
It's not like they don't like wine, it's just that they don't drink as much wine.
Wine analyst Rob McMillan says millennials and Gen Zers enjoy a variety of options, from beer and seltzers to newer trends like ready-to-drink cocktails or RTDs.
Certainly RTDs would take people away from wine and into something else. Consumers just drink across categories, much different than they did in the 90s.
Sunny day like today, this might grow over an inch or more.
Tom Davies runs a Northern California winery and says wooing younger Americans is key.
I think that's incumbent upon our industry to learn how we talk to this new generation.
It's not just the U.S. Global demand is also down, but wine does have the test of time on its side, enjoyed for thousands of years and surviving plenty of changing trends. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
McDonald's is hoping a $5 meal promotion will bring back customers who were scared away by recent high prices. The limited time offer is slated to begin on June 25th and will last about a month. The deal will include a choice of a McChicken, McDouble, or 4-piece chicken nuggets entree along with fries and a drink, $5. And a new collaboration between Oreo and Lucasfilm gives Star Wars fans a chance to discover their destiny. The special edition Star Wars Oreo cookies come in identical packaging. Once buyers open the pack, they'll get either blue cream filled for the light side or red cream filling for the dark side. The outside of each cookie is also embossed with the image of iconic Star Wars characters. A final check of the forecast next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, it's been 70 years since the Supreme Court outlawed racial segregation in schools. Tonight we're going to head to the Topeka School District behind that landmark ruling. Then on KOAM News at 6, we're going to hear more public reaction to plans for a Planned Parenthood clinic coming to Pittsburgh. Plus, the first of a series of public meetings to discuss the future of Highway 69. And we're going to hear from the first Missouri Southern golfer to go to a national championship. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. Sometimes law officers are asked to apprehend more than criminal suspects. Look at this. This is in Pinellas County, Florida. Deputies received a call reporting that a large alligator had wandered onto a pathway that kids walk through as they travel to and from school. Well, the thing measures 12.5 feet. That is a pretty big gator. You can't see it under the graphic very clearly, but it's there and it's big. Take my word for it. There you go. The Florida Fish and Wildlife helped with the relocation. And you think you're startled when you see like a little garden snake or something on the sidewalk. Can you imagine?
Or a lizard.
Or a lizard. Or a spider. Yeah, they deal with big gators in Florida.
They do.
Wow, the weather.
All right, spotty shower for us as we go through the evening hours, and then some pop-up showers once again for us tomorrow afternoon. High temp, 76.
Thanks for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next, and of course, we're going to be right back here for KOAM News at 6. We'll see you then. Let's make it a great evening.